So I'm here now with Wanda Dexel at the Aboriginal Day in Merritt, and we were talking about lateral violence and the walk I'm doing, and so I wanted to see if you, Wanda, could tell me why it's so important that I continue on the walk and why lateral violence is important to you.
I think it's important for you to go on this walk and to create awareness around lateral violence because it's alive and well today on many different levels. It's alive and well within families. It's alive and well within our communities. It's alive and well in our workplaces. And it's a real challenge when you know, as an adult, you experience lateral violence, and it's something that you wouldn't want to wish upon any of your children. And I think unless we address it and bring awareness around it, our kids will suffer the same experiences as we may have had. And I think it's something that has to be broken. It was a behavior that was learned that started from the time colonization started. Lateral violence began in the residential schools, and it can sometimes be one of our blind spots. Sometimes we can be the villain, not being aware of the silent violence that we're practicing. And I think that the more we can bring awareness around this lateral violence, I think a better future we'll have for our children, a future that we could hopefully come to an understanding where we need to work together and stop playing the game of being the crabs in the buckets and pulling those that are being successful and are doing well and who we should be proud of, to recognize them instead of pulling them back in the bucket, so that we can all get out of the bucket and all be successful, all be happy, and all be free. And I think those are some of the reasons why it's so important for you to continue on this walk and to create awareness around it. So, you know, we can start being good role models. And I think that when we start learning top down, you know, perhaps one day we can have playgrounds with no bullies in them.
So has lateral violence affected you?
Yes, it has. It's affected me right from the time I was very young, and even today it affects me. I see it. And it's really challenged sometimes, you know. Sometimes you suffer in silence. And you hear about it all the time. You hear about people coming home from work and talking about what they experienced at the office. Sometimes you hear people talk about what's going on in their families. It's really sad.
And how do you think we can fix lateral violence in our communities and inside our own lives?
Well, I think you can't really change anything until you identify. So identifying that there's a problem there, that there's an issue is, and one way to identify that is to create awareness around it. So I think awareness is power. So you create awareness, and you know, hopefully people around that awareness, people's spirits will get shaken up. You know, shaken up and take a look at their own blind sides. You know, what am I doing that's contributing to this lateral violence? Am I treating my family respectful? Am I treating my employer or employees respectful? So, awareness.
Okay,